Hey everybody, it's Kurigi here, and today I'm going to be seeing... today I'm going to be talking about... Yes, it's working. It's actually working. Yes, it's actually working, the stream. Awesome. Now, it's awesome. That's awesome. Right. Hey everybody, it's Kurigi here, and yes, the stream is working. And yes, here we go on some very controversial subjects. So here I'm going to put a disclaimer right now. Alright? I'm going to make it crystal clear. Okay? During this video, viewer discretion is advised, because this is the part of my channel that is Big Brain Theory. Okay? Now, Big Brain Theory, what it suggests is some very controversial questions that I try and answer to the best of my knowledge, and also my theories, thoughts, my opinion. I cannot stress that enough. My opinion on various things using logic and my brain capacity and my full IQ on questions that have been submitted by some of the users on my channel, some of the users and the viewers on my channel. So viewer discretion is advised. What you may see here is controversial and may people might find offensive or something. It is just theories and my thoughts and algorithms of my brain using logic and stuff like that. So if you're not interested in this video and do not like the looks of the questions there, please close the video right now. It's snowflakes and people who get offended quite easily. Please close the stream. Please close the stream right now, because we're going to big brain theories, which will require people who would I would prefer my viewers to have an open mind, and actually look outside the box for once. So all this stuff I've been keeping in the grey matter, which is the brain, for a long time. But one person called Moses has suggested this following question: is humankind capable of making machines that can rival a god? He didn't give me specifics, but it all depends on what you mean by god. Now, a god can do many things. It depends on what type of religion you are and vice versa. But hear me out. Open mind, viewer discretion right now. Okay? No misinformation, just my own opinion on big brain thinking and unsolvable questions that are on the internet right now that are trending. Right, so is humankind capable of making machines that can rival a god? Absolutely, but dependent on what definition you want of the definition you want to use as a god. Right, like for example, terraforming my planet. Yes, we could probably do that. Weather machines, we've tried to do that. We've tried to do that in the 60s, where people tried to do weather machines. I think it was trending, and they tried to add some sort of special bits of gases or whatever it is to release into the atmosphere to make it rain, snow, and vice versa, and all that jazz. Yes, I definitely say that is entirely possible. Is humankind capable of making machines that can rival a god? Of course. Definitely. If it's in our head, we could probably make it. Just not this stupid and zany stuff. Well, I'm not gonna. I don't know what would be stupid and zany, to be honest. Everyone's mind is different. But in my mind, yes, it is perfectly 110% capable. We could probably, if we had the resources and everything else with it, the resources, the blueprints and everything like that of it, we would have to take a lot of trial and error to make a machine that can rival a god. One of the example is, yes, we could probably make some satellites that use portable particles and release gases and mix it together in the vacuum of space to make our own planet, we could do that. But yeah, like various satellites going round and round in a circle that form a planet by using gases and particles and stuff like that to form a brand new planet for us to colonize. You could do that. You can do. I think it is possible that it is doing that, but we just do not have the technology at the time or the resources to do that. But it is probably entirely possible. Because yes, we can do it. Like we dreamt up of the dragon. The dragon was merely fantasy, though. It was a depiction of fear itself. But although it could, though there is no theories against it that dragons could possibly exist. But dragons probably did exist back in the times. But then you have to look back into the history of the humans and the human form and that. Like really before Christ, before the BCs, what we were doing there, but there's no scriptures or anything left of that, what we were doing before Christ, and how we managed to get on this planet. They don't know about that because that's a missing link. Though there's very popular theories about that. But let's continue on with the making machines that can rival a god. Yes, absolutely. You can use satellites, use some particles and lots of gas, probably a bit. But we have to go deep. We have to delve deep into the ecology of the planet and how to form a planet. We have to do it on a smaller scale before we can even try that. But then there'll be a lot of trial and error and very expensive. But we could probably do it. We definitely could probably do that. So yes, humankind is most certainly capable of making machines that can rival a god. But judging by what Gen Z people do, just mess around on TikTok, it's not going to happen anytime soon. But maybe in the distant future we might be able to do that. Something like and make anything. We could probably make anything by the time after that, if we still survive and if the planet's still sustainable, which the planet is probably receiving a beating at the moment because of tons of litter everywhere. Tons of litter everywhere, and it's going to turn like Mars if people don't pick up all that litter, because all that plastic's going to go into the soil and start killing things off, everything, and us. And also the Amazon is getting completely destroyed. And then next will probably be us, because less trees means less oxygen on the planet, which means the planet could probably easily turn into Mars very quickly. But then that's another theory for part 2. Right, remember, now then, UFOs and alien life forms, are they real? It's a question that's gone throughout the internet. I've seen it everywhere on the internet, and I've seen loads of things of proof about it. Whether or not it's true or false, I don't know. But I can see things that actually logically look truthful, and things that are completely insane, like some CGI rubbish of a UFO. But that doesn't mean that they exist. They certainly do exist. I do believe that UFOs and alien life forms do exist, because we would and there's been a article saying oh, a CIA agent has managed in the news, a CIA agent has managed to confirm that UFOs are most certainly real. We're not the only things that are the most intelligent on this planet. Dolphins are, but then they are confined to the spaces of the water. They also got a brain. They can also think. They can also think like us. It's shocking when you hear about it. But then again, it's harmonising, because if you get a dolphin and it's just as intelligent as us, fair play. Right, UFOs definitely do exist. I have seen a few myself, though I have looked through the a telescope, or one of those, what those ships have. I've looked up at the sky with spyglass and also telescope, and I've seen loads of cool stuff in the air, and which we are not capable of making yet. But there has been some theories that are very popular and trending that we have actually captured a few of the alien UFOs, but then that's in very secret places. There's also, if you look on the internet, it's all everywhere. It's plastered all over everywhere over the internet. Star Wars wouldn't have been a thing if we didn't know anything about the aliens. It could be in the realms of fantasy or a mix of both, a mix of fantasy and realism. So UFOs most certainly can probably definitely exist, because we've managed to make a hadron collider that can put a particle light speeds away. Light years fast. So it's going to be, the hadron collider is a prime thing, because I mean there was a theory of a report on a guy having an accident with the hadron collider. And the Hadron Collider, I watched it on YouTube, and the Hadron Collider was firing a particle at so many light years a second. And yes, it went straight through his nose and straight through his head, missing any vital organs, and yet he didn't feel a thing. So yes, he didn't feel a thing. So there we go. UFOs are definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. I mean, I have seen some very unusual bits of metal that I've just looked at, touched, and then just put aside somewhere, that are bluish in colour. So I've seen a bit of it, but I never really thought of it really. I mean, I never really thought of it, but I definitely do know that UFOs and alien life forms are real. There's lots and lots and lots of proof. There are lots of things. Even RAF captains say, oh yes, they have seen things that they shouldn't have seen. Things that can go really fast, that can outrun F-15, F-16s, and F-35s can probably be outrun quite easily by these things. And they have been witnessed. Loads of people have witnessed it, mostly in America. I don't know why mostly in America. Why America? Why America? Not everywhere else in the world. But there has been sightings everywhere else in the world. Portugal, Britain, Europe. There's been a lot of UFO sightings, and yes, if only people had really good cameras, they could probably take a very clear picture of it. But they need proper proof. They need to see the picture of themselves and that UFO. There has to be proper proof, though, proper things. But the thing is, there's so many fakes going around that murky the waters. If everyone's a bit more truthful, then we'd probably be like, yes. But yes, I can definitely tell UFOs and alien life forms are about. There is, I think, on YouTube something about the Smersh book that was found in Saudi Arabia, or the Sahara Desert, that was found by some person, and then they've disclosed it onto the internet. So yeah, sounds a bit ideal, but then again, I can believe that, because you never know what you can find under the sand, really. Yeah, so basically there's a book that was leaked to the public once it was found in Saudi Arabia in the deserts, documenting all different types of aliens in all shapes, sizes, flesh tones as well, like insectoid, reptilian, and various star signs, that various star areas where they come from, what we believe they come from, which is probably quite accurate, but then again, we don't really know. But then again, like the Pleiades constellation of Pleiades is Pleiadians, which look like us, who are of high intelligence, which brings me to the fact there is other people in this galaxy outside the solar system that are very outside the solar system, or even within the solar system, because there has been some sightings around Venus and the Sun and other things within our solar system that have high intelligence. And I mean, the Moon, there was some unfiltered stuff which Secure Team 10 disclosed, which they have now banned from YouTube now. Don't know why. And I don't know why, and exposing these blue metallic buildings on the Moon. And then if you look at Mars as well, he's also disclosed that there's some pyramids on Mars and all that jazz. And I really do believe it, because I think there is a popular theory that we actually originate from Mars, which comes to the next question in a bit. We'll come to the next question in a bit. We originate from it, just so we fucked up the planet like we're fucking up this planet at the moment, because people are just not putting their litter away. in the appropriate areas and just leaving it to rot, and then it goes into the soil, and then it can kill off things, kill off people nicking people, and then people from the 1800s killing off some vital animals. I know we are here on the earth to not cull every single animal, cull the animals that are out of hand, not the animals that are near extinct. That's what our duty was as a human, is to protect protect some of the species. Which also brings me to linking to like dodo. They like the scientists are like working on trying to get the woolly mammoth back. They got the woolly mammoth back, but then it died because of heart failure. But then again, why don't they focus on something smaller, like a dodo, for example, and then actually try and bind it, give a surrogate mother and all that jazz? We do have the cloning powers, we do have all that. Try something small or something that has recently gone first before we start bringing back the mammoth. Try like dodos, for example. Dodos would be a nice addition to our ecology of the thing, which links to, is humankind capable of making machines that rival God? Of course. Ecology. We've got to learn ecology. We've got to learn how everything works, and how the whole planet works, how it was formed. Everything. We've got to work out everything about the ecology and everything about the planet. Alien life forms, though, there's just, you can see it. There will be so many variants. There could be squid people. There could be there's so many variants, and they're from many light years away. But yeah, you know, there was an account on there was a article, I think, saying about they had an alien encounter, and they said we are the ancient ones. So I think that pretty much says something in that theory. In that account of someone who's encountering an alien. But then we don't know if aliens would speak English, or would they speak English? Would they speak weird language? Did this person have a lucid dream? We never know, but you never know. Most certainly, UFOs and alien life forms are most certainly real. Just look to the skies and you will definitely see, and look for the answers for yourself. Please use an open mind. Open mind when I'm suggesting it. Is it possible to colonize Mars? Absolutely. I mean, Elon Musk is trying to do that. He's trying to get people colonized. He's doing his own satellites. He's got tons of money. So he's doing his own like spacecraft. NASA's doing their own spacecraft. They've launched a few new spacecrafts with completely different models with canards and stuff like that. And then there was an actual sign up by NASA who wants to go to Mars first, where you put down there was a website where you put your name down and whether or not you want to go to Mars or not. There was something in about 2013, in 2019 actually, that there was some, you could sign up to put yourself on a Mars colony list, so you could be a Mars colonist. So yes, it is entirely possible to colonize Mars. But the thing is, once you're there, you won't be able to get back because you don't have a spaceship of your own. So yeah, yes. Oh, by the way, this video is a continuation of If Furries Were Real. And when I looked over to the video, I looked back at it and I was like, that's cringe. That is mega cringe. And I was like, well, I was a bit young then. I was about teenage, and I didn't know much about it. But I did love the animals, which is a thing that the BBC released. It was a thing that the BBC released. People turning into monsters, or all sorts, like turning into, like they had these actors that then they put a CGI of them turning into a wolf or shark or that. I was a fan of that. That's all. I don't want to go any further about that because that was extremely cringe. So I am not going to go back there. It is the most embarrassing thing I've ever put on the internet. This is not embarrassing because I've done my research and I know it is, and it's not cringe. Right. Now, yes, so NASA's working on it. Elon Musk is working on it to colonize Mars, get a massive shuttle for us to colonize Mars. completely like that. Yeah. Anyway, Plague 19, a 2020 curse. Right, Plague 19. Yeah, I think, in my personal opinion, I do not watch TV. Like I said, I want to iterate that I do not watch TV anymore. I do not watch TV anymore. I do not watch any broadcasting things, and I think BBC really overdid it. They've made a mountain out of a molehill. Because I've suffered with Plague 19 3 times. One almost killed me, but I managed to get back. I managed to get back from on my own, and I haven't reported it. I've got it 3 times. I did, and I've developed a natural immunity to it. So to Plague 19, so natural immunity. These vaccines are to keep the media happy because the media have made a mountain out of a molehill. It's not as if I've suffered with it 3 times, right? 3 times, and I'm still alive. 3 times, and I've developed a natural immunity to COVID, to Plague 19. To Plague 19, I have developed a natural immunity. The only assistance I used when I was coughing like a good one before I was ever employed, I was on the Benylin like no tomorrow. I kept putting cough mixture after cough mixture in. Not overdosing, I was following the dosage. And it eventually eased up and I was fine. And plus, if I look at the recent case of that I had, which I haven't reported, because otherwise the media are going, oh no, Plague 19! Oh, it's going to kill us all, and we will never get out of this lockdown. So I don't even bother about it. I don't even bother about it. I don't watch it. It's funny how they moved to Meghan, who's royal family, Syria, and the Greenpeace now, because they knew, and they could see in their views that their dynamic viewer views that their views were going because they kept talking about Plague 19 over and over and over again, and it scared people into their homes, and I do not like it. It's because they made a mountain out of a small molehill. It's only a genetically altered flu, in my opinion. I don't care what anyone else says. I don't want to care what the experts say. It's just a genetically altered flu. And that's all it is, by a lab. I'm not going to say what the country is, because the country will probably get really pissed off about me, because I do love their merchants. It was developed, I think, in my personal opinion, it was developed in a lab as a virus weapon. It's not new, the virus weapon, because Imperial Japan was doing it. It's history now, so I can say it. Imperial Japan were developing like anthrax bugs, and they were developing a lot of stuff in World War II. But then again, it's still no excuse on why the nuke was dropped. But yeah. So yeah, it was going to be a viral warfare thing that was made by a certain country, which I will not name. It's viral warfare. It was viral warfare. They used it on the Hong Kong protesters when they attacked Hong Kong. They used it instead of tear gas, and that's where it all began. And that's why we're in lockdown for a couple of years now. So yeah, I'm not happy about it either. Nor is anyone on the internet to be caged in like a bird or a chimp. Now we know what a caged bird or caged chimp feels like now. It would be confined to our own homes. Anyway, aside from that, I'm not going to keep going on about Plague 19, 2020 curse. I'm not going to go on about it. I'm more interested in like theories like, is it possible to colonize Mars, UFO and alien life forms, and vice versa. Also, let me reiterate on the UFO and alien life forms. It was mentioned in the hieroglyphics. You can see pictures of UFOs in the Mayan culture. Pictures of UFOs in Christianity. There's a picture of a UFO. The CIA agent has just confirmed knowledge that us people us people knew way before the experts come in. People like Secure Team 10, people like myself, who have been looking around the internet for the knowledge that they seek. And yes, the Smash book, I truly believe, was an actual true leak, because it actually looks like first-hand accounts on alien stuff and UFOs. And I like to thank the Russians for that, because it was a Russian book, the Smash book. And the Russians don't worry about censorship, and the Russian satellites show more of the moon than just the landscape. They actually show everything uncensored, which I'm so happy about. You can always rely on the Russians when America wants to censor it and not scare everyone. There's nothing to be, all these stuff, don't worry about it. There's no need to be scared about it. We are human. Just continue on with our day-to-day lives. You know, just do what we need to do, what we want to do, and continue on doing so. Because these are just out of the box questions that aren't answered by experts, because the experts know they can get hit hard by it, and I could get, and I bet I wouldn't be surprised if this goes on a report later on BBC. I don't care. To be honest, it doesn't matter. This is just my own theories, my own brain algorithms and thoughts, and my own opinions. And I don't need any conflict proof. It's what's in your mind. Anyway, hope you like this video. If you like this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed it. This was a continuation on what if fairies are real. Don't! I'm going to be tormented by that. What if furries were real video? Oh, here's a recording of you. No! Don't show me that recording. That was cringe. That was absolutely cringe, because I didn't do my research. Right. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And then I'll be doing some Mech Warrior, probably tomorrow, or probably after this video has been published. So, yes. Mech Warrior Online. Love it.